What happens when reality TV's most beloved wife admits a secret that changes everything? Now we uncover the shocking story of Kody Brown's addiction to painkillers, a confession that has fans stunned, families divided, and sister wives' history rewritten forever. Did Kody spiral after leaving Kody? Was this the real reason behind her explosive exit? And how are fans reacting to this shocking truth? Stay tuned because the story you're about to hear is darker than anything TLC has ever shown us. And wait until you hear the chilling twist about who Kody blames for her struggle.
This is a lot of land.
I would never, ever buy land like Janelle is. That's not my dream. I want a big living space in a finished home. No, that would not be. I never really wanted that country lifestyle.
No, I'm not ever going to buy raw land. I see myself...
Kody Brown, the woman America once cheered for, the wife who finally broke free from Kody's control, now admits she battled a dangerous secret, an addiction to painkillers. It started, she says, with a prescription. Harmless. Necessary. But soon, the pills weren't just numbing physical pain. They were numbing emotional wounds. The endless tension with Kody. The jealousy with Robyn. The collapse of her marriage. The pain was unbearable. Every pill was an escape. Every dose, a way to silence the chaos. But behind the smile Kody gave to cameras was a woman spiraling into dependence. But the real shock? Kody admits she wasn't the only one in the Brown household battling demons. As Kody's secret grew, so did the cracks in the sister wives' empire. Fans noticed her mood swings, the tension on screen, the way she lashed out one moment, then seemed almost too calm the next. Was it exhaustion, or something darker? And then the confession. Kody Brown admitted she became addicted to painkillers. For years, she masked the truth. But when the burden became too heavy, she finally spoke out. The twist? Kody claims the toxic environment of her plural marriage fueled her dependency. The pressure to perform as a wife, the emotional neglect, the humiliation, she says it all pushed her to the edge. Fans were devastated. How could Kody, the strong, independent one, be hiding such pain? Social media exploded. Some applauded her honesty. Others accused TLC of exploiting her struggles for ratings. And many asked, where was Kody when Kody needed him most? But wait until you hear what Kody says about her recovery. It flips the entire narrative upside down. Kody now says she's sober, stronger, and finally healing. But her confession leaves one haunting question. How many other wives in this family are hiding silent battles of their own? The backlash has been fierce. Viewers blame Kody for neglect. Others claim Kody is brave for telling the truth. The sister wives fandom is divided. Some say this is Kody's redemption arc. Others believe it's a cry for attention. But one thing's for sure, Kody's painkiller confession changed the sister wives' legacy forever. It's no longer just a show about marriage, it's a story of survival, addiction, and the hidden costs of polygamy. So now we ask you, was Kody's confession a moment of bravery, or a carefully timed shock to keep the sister wives' spotlight burning? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Because trust me, this story isn't over yet. Part 2. What happens when the patriarch of sister wives, Kody Brown, is cornered by tough questions and refuses to answer? Tonight, we dive into the most explosive reunion in sister wives history. Why did Kody stay silent? What was he hiding from Suki? And how has this shocking reunion ignited a storm among fans across America? Stay tuned, because this story is full of tension, twists, and secrets TLC never expected to air. And wait until you hear the chilling theory fans believe about Kody wouldn't respond. It changes everything. The stage was set. The reunion everyone was waiting for. Suki, calm, composed, fearless, looked Kody directly in the eyes. She asked the question fans had been begging for years: why did you treat your wives with such favoritism? Why Robyn? Why the neglect of Christine, Janelle, and Meri? But instead of an answer, Kody froze. His jaw clenched. His eyes darted. And then silence. He refused. In that moment, it wasn't just a refusal, was an admission without words. Viewers across the country could see it. Kody Brown was cornered, and the cracks in his carefully crafted image shattered in real time. But the question that truly broke Kody, it wasn't about Robyn. It was about his children. When Suki pressed further, asking about his fractured relationships with his kids, Kody's face twisted in anger. Fans describe it as the moment he snapped. His refusal wasn't just silence. It was defiance. And it sent shockwaves through the Sister Wives universe. And then the twist. Kody didn't just refuse to answer Suki's questions. He tried to turn the tables. He attacked her line of questioning, accused the reunion of being biased, and claimed he was being ambushed. But Suki stood her ground. Calm. Direct. Unmoved. And that's when the cameras caught Kody's mask slipping. His frustration, his anger, his inability to take accountability laid bare for millions to see. Fans were outraged. Twitter erupted. Facebook groups exploded. Some said Kody's refusal to answer proved everything his ex-wives had claimed for years. Others argued he was protecting secrets too explosive for television. And some fans asked, if Kody can't face questions from Suki, how can he face his own family? But here's the shocking part: Kody's silence may have revealed more than words ever could. Kody's refusal was not just avoidance, it was strategy. Silence as power. Refusal as control. But in doing so, he handed fans exactly what they wanted: proof that the patriarch of Sister Wives is no longer untouchable. And for the first time, the family story wasn't shaped by Kody's words, but by what he refused to say. The fan backlash was immediate. Hashtags like #TeamSuki and #KODY exposed trended overnight. Viewers praised Suki for her courage. They criticized TLC for protecting Kody for too long. And they demanded accountability, both from the network and from Kody himself. Some fans even speculated that Kody's refusal might be tied to legal or financial secrets too risky to air. Others believe it was pure ego, his inability to admit mistakes, even when confronted directly. Fan comments: Kody's silence says it all. Suki asked what we all wanted to know. Robyn's husband can't handle the truth. So what do you think? Was Kody's refusal a calculated move to protect himself, or the ultimate sign of guilt? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Because trust me, the reunion may be over, but the drama is just beginning. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. Two moments shook the Sister Wives universe to its core. Christine Brown, once the brave wife who broke free, confessed to a hidden battle with painkillers. And then, just months later, Kody Brown stunned fans when he refused to answer reunion host Suki's questions. Were these moments connected? What was Christine hiding behind her smile? And why did Kody choose silence when the truth was demanded of him? Tonight we slow down time, retrace every step, and reveal how these two scandals intertwine in ways no one expected. And the shocking theory that fans uncovered online may explain everything. It began quietly. Christine, exhausted by years of emotional neglect, found herself prescribed painkillers after a medical procedure. At first, they were a relief. But slowly, the pills became something more a shield from the chaos of her collapsing plural marriage. Past episodes show Christine's subtle exhaustion, long pauses, sudden mood shifts, moments where her laughter felt almost forced. Fans later connected the dots. One Redditor wrote, "Rewatching season 15, Christine doesn't look okay. Now we know why." Meanwhile, Kody's image unraveled on live television. During the reunion, Suki asked what millions had begged to know: why did he abandon Christine? Why was Robyn prioritized? And most painfully, why had he fractured his relationships with his children? Kody's response? Refusal. Silence. Defiance. This wasn't the first time. In season 17, fans recall Kody storming off set when pressed about custody disputes. TLC editing softened the blow, but this reunion exposed the raw reality. But was Kody's silence about protecting Robyn, or hiding Christine's secret? What makes these scandals collide is timing. Christine's addiction overlapped with her crumbling marriage. Kody, refusing accountability, fueled speculation that his coldness may have worsened Christine's struggle. A Facebook fan group put it bluntly: Christine numbed her pain. Kody ignored it. That's the tragedy. The community backlash spread across YouTube, with reaction channels calling Kody's silence proof of guilt and Christine's confession a cry for help that went unanswered. And then the twist. Christine publicly admitted her recovery. She claimed she was healing, sober, and finally free. But when asked whether her marriage played a role in her addiction, her silence spoke volumes. At the same time, Kody doubled down. Instead of accountability, he lashed out at Suki, accusing her of bias. Fans saw through it. His refusal to speak contrasted Christine's bravery in confessing. In one reunion, two very different truths collided: the courage to admit versus the fear to answer. The fallout was massive. Hashtags like #justice for Christine and #KOD refuses trended. YouTube comments called Christine a survivor while labeling Kody a coward. Legal experts chimed in too, explaining that refusal in televised interviews is often tied to contracts or legal liabilities. Some speculated Kody feared lawsuits or custody challenges. Others believed it was pure ego, unwilling to admit what viewers already knew. But here's the haunting question: did Christine's confession pressure Kody into silence? In the end, Christine's confession gave fans closure, proof of her resilience. Kody's silence, however, left only anger. Together, these two moments reshaped the sister wives' legacy. No longer a story about plural marriage, but a cautionary tale of secrecy, silence, and survival. So now we ask you, was Kody's silence a defense strategy, or the ultimate proof he's hiding more than fans know? And was Christine's confession her way of breaking free forever? Before the pills, before the cameras, Christine was a young woman raised in faith. She believed in plural marriage as her path to purpose. When she first joined Kody, she dreamed of sisterhood, unity, and love. Fans remember her laughter in early seasons, her energy with the kids, her loyalty to the family dream. But over the years, that light dimmed. Arguments grew harsher. The laughter faded. By season 12, fans on forums noticed a change. Christine wasn't glowing anymore. That early optimism was already crumbling under the weight of neglect. Christine's struggle isn't unique. Across America, nearly 7 million women between ages 30 and 70 have reported dependency on prescription painkillers. Experts call it a silent epidemic, a hidden crisis often tied to emotional pain, family breakdowns, and lack of support. For Christine, those pills became more than medicine. They became a refuge from heartbreak. And for fans, her story put a human face on a national issue. The fandom erupted. On Reddit, one fan wrote, "Kody doesn't need to answer, his silence is the answer." On Facebook groups, mothers of Christine's age shared their empathy. "I've been there. You take pills just to keep moving. I understand her pain." On YouTube live chats, reactions scrolled faster than TLC could keep up. Kody is exposed. Christine is brave. Robyn must be fuming. The split was clear. Christine gained sympathy. Kody lost credibility. And Suki? She won respect as the only one willing to confront the man who had controlled the sister wives narrative for over a decade. Why did Kody refuse to answer? Some fans believe it was pride. But legal analysts suggest another possibility: contracts. TLC reunion interviews are carefully controlled. By refusing, Kody may have avoided saying something that could be used in custody disputes or financial negotiations. In plural marriage families, financial entanglements are enormous property, business income, even children's futures tied to television contracts. Silence for Kody may not have been weakness. It may have been protection. Christine's bravery and Kody's refusal tell two different psychological stories. Addicts often hide until the pain becomes unbearable, then they confess, seeking release. Controllers like Kody often refuse until the very end, using silence as power. In psychology, silence is an absence. It's a weapon. And in this reunion, fans saw how Christine's voice and Kody's silence painted the clearest portrait of their marriage yet. So what's next? Christine has found love again, with David Woolley fans call it her redemption. But will her past struggles resurface under the pressures of public life? And Kody? His silence leaves more questions than answers. Season 19 may reveal more than he ever wanted. Because in the Sister Wives universe, every answer leads to another secret. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button if you support Christine's bravery. Subscribe for more deep dives into Sister Wives scandals, and don't miss our next investigation. Meri's darkest secret finally exposed. Because in the Sister Wives universe, the story never ends.